This is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, brought to you via YouTube. And it would be fabulous if you subscribed to our YouTube page, with the promise in the future that at different times we'll have subjects that are only available to those who subscribe. So please, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's easy. Click the subscribe button. And at the same time, click the like button too. 2 Ukrainians have been arrested on Phuket following a joint operation with US authorities. It's been reported that the 2 men had run an employment agency in Florida, purely for illegal immigrants, and face charges of money laundering, tax fraud and sheltering the illegals. Both in their late 30s, US police claimed that they fled here with some 2.25 billion baht, so it wasn't a small operation. Admitting to their identities, they were being held last night and are expected to be extradited to the US as soon as next week. The Justice Ministry has instructed the Prison Corrections Department to fully investigate claims that a warden at a women's correctional facility in Thonburi had demanded money from families with the promise of better conditions for inmates. Currently suspended from work, the warden is said to have restricted contact between certain prisoners and families and demanded up to 10,000 baht at a time on a regular basis, with the promise of easier work, better food and accommodation. Families in some cases are able to show money transfers, but in other cases claim that cash was insisted on. At least one prisoner whose family has complained has been offered a transfer to another prison for her own safety. The National Anti-Corruption Commission has told press that their own website has been hacked recently and what's described as key information has been leaked. We can only assume that the site was password protected and designed to allow only certain authorised users to access data. However, the agency now reports that lists of assets in 780 accounts and even names of those under investigation have been changed. And a female nurse has complained to the Navy of a man that she met on a dating site who proposed marriage to her, which she accepted. It seems her Navy captain may well be a Navy captain, but he's described in Thai media as a serial bigamist. Worse for her, he did his best to borrow money from her and even her family before she finally cottoned on. Meanwhile at home and in her own region, this morning Chonburi province reported 882 new cases of COVID detected through PCR testing. 171 in Chonburi, 251 in Sriracha, 152 in Banglamung and 99 in Sattahip. A further 4,712 ATK tests were failed at medical facilities. Very late at night, a group of close to a dozen Thais driving home along the Sukhumvit in a people carrier are said to have dithered at the motorway off-ramp. Other drivers report that the minivan seemed to be uncertain as to whether it was going onto the ramp or staying on the Sukh. End result, it crashed into the barriers that separate them, with the road closed for quite a time. As the wreckage was removed, police had to ascertain which of the men was the driver and then take him for testing. None were seriously injured. And 3946 will be in very high demand this month from lottery ticket sellers. This as many superstitious locals noted down the number of a Toyota Vios and will be using it to buy their chance of a fortune. Why? Well, in Chonburi, a woman gave birth to her baby in a Toyota Vios as she was en route to the local hospital but simply couldn't wait. A healthy girl was born and taken along with mum to the hospital by medics. And that's such good luck here, according to many, that it should rub off on others too. And with the Met Office promising highs today of 32, dropping down to 27 and with an overcast day. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme,